Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome back to Never Tell Me the Odds, a place that just always seems to defy mathematics. You know, you can try and calculate any of the things that happen on here, but as it says, you don't want to know them because they're just incalculable. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. So then, starting right off with Boop. Oh, a little bit of softball. Oh, wow, no way, that is crazy. Wait, oh, you can literally see that the pitcher, no, not the pitcher, the catcher is just still looking for the ball. That is great though, look at that. She's just like, hang on, what the hell? I've turned into some kind of yellow-eyed cyclops or something like that. I wonder, I didn't set to see, did it come off a bat into it? Yeah, okay, it definitely did. I was going to say, if it didn't and the pitcher just straight pelted it out of head, that wouldn't be very nice. But no, I don't think I've ever seen more clear and cut evidence as to why helmets were introduced. I mean, even though it does make you look a little bit funny, at the same time, that helmet just saved you from losing your nose and shattering it up into your eyes and losing your eyes as well. Like, really, there would have been so many problems. Even if there wasn't, it just would have hurt so much. So really, you have to kind of commend the helmet or introduction of helmets in that regard. But no, in saying that, my favorite part about the entire clip is just the fact that the catcher just has no idea where the ball went, because she saw it come off the bat or would have heard it come off the bat, but then just doesn't know where it went and obviously has a job. Meanwhile, every other person in the entire stadium knows exactly where it went, and really this girl knows for sure where it went. So I would have loved to see just how long it went on for in terms of the catcher just looking for the ball. But no, it is definitely a never tell me the odds kind of moment. I mean, I guess when you do something just over and over and over again like this and you just have ricocheting balls all over the place, it definitely makes sense that it can happen, because like it has said, she's probably faced 100,000 balls, 200,000 balls, a million balls, who knows, and then collectively throughout the entire team as well. But hey, unlike some of the other ones that I'm sure we're going to see, this one is definitely just a positive one. You know, it made her laugh, it made everyone in the background laugh, and considering the fact that she was completely uninjured in the entire thing, really, I'm sure you would just take this never tell me the odds over and over and over again in the scheme of things. My mum killed a wasp while closing the garage door. Oh wow, look at that. I certainly didn't expect it to be kind of like a bifold garage door. I was expecting it to be one of the ones that just roll up, and so I can understand how if the wasp was just kind of chilling on the side of it, just going for a ride, and it's like, okay, now we're going up, and then it just eventually gets squished as it rolls up. But if it was flying around and I managed to time it that well, or I guess poorly in this case, to actually kind of guillotine catch it is just a whole other level, and it certainly makes sense why I thought never tell me the odds. The lesson just was walking around on the edge here and then it managed to get the timing right. I really don't see how the thing just would have been flying around and managed to just kind of nail it. And now I'm just wondering how they noticed it. I mean, I guess it is kind of just a black mark on a white garage door, so it is definitely easy to spot. But if I'm honest, I don't know if I would have checked it out, because I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of leaf, or really I would probably just think it's a little bit of bird poo on the door. But no, this person has 40/40 vision and they were just able to spot this thing from a mile away. But in saying that, it does make me wonder how often things like this do happen and people never know, because I would actually think that people don't see the outside of their garage door very often. You know, you either have it up because you're driving in, you're inside the house, or at work. And so I can only imagine that this kind of thing, regardless of what the bug is, probably happens a lot more than people think. And so in saying that, now I don't know if the never tell me the odds is in relation to the wasp getting caught in the garage door, or is it more so just the fact that this person actually caught that entire situation happening. Grandma doesn't know she almost died. Now, judging by the title, I don't really know if I want to be watching a clip like this, but anyway, we'll see what we've got in store. Oh my, oh. What? How the hell did she not realize that? And she's even celebrating the entire fact that she just chopped down a tree. Wow, look at that. It nearly completely took her out. That is absolutely insane. You nearly had an entire tree just uppercut you. I mean, I must say, it's kind of cool that she's proud of the entire situation, but really, I feel as though if you knew that you just had a near-death experience, then you wouldn't be celebrating as hard. And also, in saying that, there was absolutely no camera movement, there wasn't a flinch or anything, so I don't feel as though whoever was filming this even noticed either. I mean, I must say, it's pretty insane that it looks as though the tree just moves 5 or 10 meters, so I'd love to see just a nice wide angle to see how it kind of bounced around. And so I don't really know if I want these people chopping down trees if they have no idea how much danger they just put themselves in, or accidentally of course, but still, just it was so close to being tragic. And also in saying that, even though it is definitely a lucky escape from this situation, I just don't know if it really classifies as what I think never tell me the odds is. I mean, I understand that entire sentence contradicts itself a little bit, but I don't know, just something about it just doesn't really feel like it's never tell me the odds. And even though the entire video is just an amazing video, I've never seen a grandma chopping down a tree like that and then celebrating the fact. But just because something is a great video doesn't automatically guarantee that it's a never tell me the odds kind of post, and really, like I said, even though they're lucky, I just don't feel like it is. Hoop throws it back. Well, I can only imagine that the title just ruined exactly what's going to happen. Is it just going to come straight back to him somehow? Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, this one is such a classic video. Just the fact that he missed it, went up and over, and then came straight back in. Honestly, even though his entire face is made up of about 4 pixels, you can just see the look of confusion on his face and just utter bewilderment, if nothing else. But no, in saying that, like the last video that we just saw, this is a golden video, but unlike the last video that we just saw, it is definitely never tell me the odds kind of post. I mean, there is definitely a few kind of basketball related videos out there that are just insane, like the father that met his daughter that he would never have to buy anything again, and then just completely nailed the shot backwards. But this one is just an absolutely insane video. You know, he's just kind of hanging out the park doing his thing. I don't really know why he's recording. Maybe he's just kind of recording for the sake of it. So hey, who am I to judge someone just wanting to film themselves down the basketball court? But you can just see that there was no one else around, because if there was someone else around and they saw that, they would have just kind of sprinted over and he would have been crash tackled in amazement. But considering the fact that it's just grey skies as far as the eye can see, I certainly don't blame people people for not wanting to kind of be out and about. But in saying that, it just adds the entire video because, like I said, when he catches it and just looks around, but there is no one there. So I guess in saying that, this guy is just lucky that he was recording, because regardless of the fact that no one would believe you that happened, at the same time, if they actually did, then they'd also just be going, well, never tell them the odds, or just what are the odds of that even happening? It has just always made me wonder how it got so much height to come back over. I guess perhaps if it hit a sharper edge on the back, then it would make it bounce up more, but really just the amount of height that it got after the third bounce, it's still insane. And so look, I reckon if I was this guy, I would just have to quit there, because there is no way that your basketball career is going to go any higher than that. And you can try and try for the rest of your life, but there is no way that you're ever going to be able to repeat that thing, because that is definitely a never tell them the odds kind of moment. Incalculable, some might say. These horrible injuries are one heck of a coincidence. Now, before I even read it, I don't really know if I want to, but I guess I'll have a look. Okay, so what have we got here? Two guys just completely smashed their leg on the same day for the same team on the same field. And then it was even caused by people that had the same accolades. Left tackle, I have no idea what that means, but that is even the same. So really, that is just ridiculous. I mean, in saying that, I feel as though this could be a very kind of microscopic view of the entire situation, because considering the amount of injuries in the NFL, I can only imagine that there are a whole boatload more like this. I mean, maybe not to this extent, because that is just insane. Like even the caused by on the left tackle, I don't really know what that means, but even the fact that that's the same, the final score, I guess in saying that, I would love to know if the score at the time of the injury was the same, because that would just be ridiculous again. But no, it is definitely a never tell me the odds kind of moment. It is just insane how many things do line up. I mean, I guess in saying that, if you were C3PO, you probably could calculate the odds of this, because every single one of these stats is actually just working within a limited range of possibility. You know, they could have broken the other leg, they could have broken a whole number of bones in the entire body, it could have been another day, it could have been any other team, it could have been any other location. Really, there were just so many possibilities, but I feel as though it is actually calculatable. In saying that though, I don't really know if I'd want to know what the odds are, because, well, I don't really know a number that big, and two, I just feel bad for these two guys for just having to sustain a broken right tibia and fibula, because even though playing any kind of contact sport, you certainly know what you're signing up for. At the same time, no one wants to kind of break their leg, and that is certainly not a good one to be breaking. A tibia and fibula, oh god, that takes a long time to heal, let alone the fact that it might just completely ruin your entire career, because you just won't be able to run on it anymore. Really, it just could completely ruin the rest of your life, and the fact that all those statistics line up at the same time, oh, that's just scary. But really, I've just been looking at those dates and just wondering if there was anyone that was there for both games, because really, they're only 33 years apart, and considering the fact that it's the same team in the same location, I kind of wouldn't put it past someone to have been there for both games. And so that would just be a completely never tell me the odds kind of moment. If you'd been to both games and you witnessed that, and even if that was the only two games you've ever been to, if that was the case, then I feel as though you should probably just be banned from attending, so you stop injuring people. But really, at the same time, just that adds an entire another level to the entire never tell me the odds kind of thing. And obviously, we already have all these things lining up, but if you just had someone or a whole group of people that were there twice in a row, well, that is just a never tell me the odds kind of moment, isn't it? It was an accident, officer, I swear. I don't know what is going on here and why it's just an image, not the video that it's meant to be, but I know the exact video that it's in relation to. It's just where they're getting pulled over and they kind of hit the pothole of the man cover and it just flips up somehow. Really, I've never understood how it just flipped up, but really, it just stops the cop car dead in its tracks. And hey, I guess that certainly explains the title. And in terms of it happening in real life, it is definitely a never tell me the odds kind of moment, because it's only something that you would see in a video game or a movie. But hey, with the fact that it's just broken for whatever reason, you know, it's not even giving me the option to play it or anything like that. So I guess I'll just be moving on if it wants to be broken like this. But surely everyone has seen this video before and just knows that it's a never tell me the odds kind of moment. One lucky dude. Oh, and would you look at that? We're just pulling out all the internet classics. I don't know how long this one's been around for, but it's been out for years and years and years. I remember seeing this one years ago and not really understanding how it would have worked, but I definitely understand the entire situation now. And really, I almost feel as though we've had this one on Never Tell Me the Odds before. But no, in saying that, even though I've speculated about the entire thing going, okay, is it the car, is it the bird, blah, 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 you know, you can kind of go chicken or the egg kind of situation. I've never actually found out just how much of a Never Tell Me the Odds kind of moment this is, because if this person was actually speeding and they did manage to trip the camera, but at the same time a bird just managed to fly past and not block the camera with its body, no, that'd be too easy, but it managed to block just the number plate with its wing. Like, the odds of that are just insane. And so if that is the case, then that is just absolutely on top as a clear winner. On the other side of the equation though, we do have the possibility that the bird was actually the one that tripped the camera. I mean, either way, it is just insane that the bird's wing was the only thing to be able to cover the number plate. And I guess that is just what makes the entire post, regardless of what the actual situation was, it just makes it such a never tell me the odds kind of post. But really, I just wish I knew whether it was a chicken or the egg, or I guess in this case a bird or a car kind of post, because either or, I want to know how lucky this person is or how poorly designed speed cameras are. And so now finally, for the top of the one for Never Tell Me the Odds, we have not what I was planning, but I'll take it. Oh, what are we gonna have? Are we gonna have some just random ricochet? Oh, no way, that is insane. Look at it just going all the way around. Imagine if it just kind of skirted around the pocket and managed to go all the way around the table and then come back. That would be like a truly magician's work. But no, what can I say? The look on his face is completely priceless, and I guess in a way also justified, because that truly is a Never Tell Me the Odds, or even just a kind of a black magic ridiculousness kind of shot right there. I mean, I must say, I do feel as though this pool table is a little bit cheap and nasty if the ball is just able to bounce out like that. You know, I've never seen a ball bounce out like that in the World Championships when they're so clearly and cleanly sunk. And I guess in saying that, that just adds to the entire fact that it's a Never Tell Me the Odds kind of post, because someone can try and recreate this all they want, but if their pool table is better than this one, then they won't be able to. But but no, I just love the fact that this guy is just clearly recording himself for training purposes and then he manages to capture that. And I really do feel as though even if someone was somehow skilled enough to pull this off, there was no way you could fake that reaction. That was just insane. Like I said, that is just such a priceless reaction as his jaw hits the floor because he just can't believe what he's just witnessed. And honestly, for him, it's not even the fact that he witnessed it, it's the fact that he even managed to do it in the first place, you know, because even though he did miss his original shot, and really I have no idea how that even managed to happen in the first place, but even though he did miss his original shot and it managed to go in the end, it really just would make you feel as though you're one of the luckiest people in the world. I mean, I guess in saying that, it would definitely be better if you were actually versing people and this managed to happen because the crowd would just go wild. And to be honest, for me, it's not even the fact that he managed to do that to the blue ball, it's the fact that he didn't also sink the white ball, because if you manage to do something like that but then also sink the white ball, you actually just end up back at square one. But really, when you manage to keep that white ball out of the pocket and then also do this at the same time, oh man, that's a never done the odds kind of goal in the moment. I guess I'm saying that it does make me wonder, is this actually considered to be out of bounds or out of the field of play, or just how does those work? I just don't know enough about the rules to know if this would even be allowed, and maybe you guys know and you can let me know, but that would be absolutely heartbreaking if you managed to pull something like this off and then it was disqualified, or just, I don't even know how that would work, but that would just be, oh, it would break your day. But hey, I guess luckily we don't have to worry about any of that, you know, this guy's just playing on his own, just minding his own business, and he just managed to have a great Never Tell Me the Odds kind of post. But anyway, that is going to do it for the top of the one for Never Tell Me the Odds, so thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to do the YouTube algorithmic things down below. Let me know if you had a favorite post out of any of these. Other than that, we check out awesome posts all over Reddit, so make sure you check some of the other videos out now. Or hey, maybe you even just want to consider subscribing so don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.